Good morning everyone, it's Chels Daft and this is the 5-minute Chelsea news extended today. It's going to be a little bit longer than 5 minutes because there's so much to feature, including the article you can see now. Let's get cracking. All these rumours that are going around in the last 24-48 hours, let's put them all down on one post and go through them and look at credibility. As far as I can see, obviously the picture there is Roman. He's back, he's got his visa back, and he's going to be conducting business with Marina Granovskaya, Petr Cech, and also Frank Lampard. So let's go through them one by one. Ben Chilwell, 23 defender, Leicester City. As we know, he's someone that's worked his way up with Leicester. He's got himself into the England team. He's a regular starter at Leicester. Leicester are flying, as you can see from the table above me. Second in the Premier League, and they are literally 13 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool still got a game in hand, but they're second in the Premier League. So will Chilwell be looking to leave? Anyway, what's been established is the fact that he has an interest in going to Man City, but he wants to see what happens with Pep Guardiola, if he's going to be there at the end of the season or not. Do Chelsea have a realistic chance to try and sign him? Will Leicester want to get rid of him in January? I can't see it happening. But money talks, and if Chelsea offer big money, then it could be a possibility. As we know, Emerson is being linked with a move to Inter Milan for around 25-30 million. Frank Lampard will sanction the deal, but he wants a replacement. Will Chilwell be that man? You're looking at a fee of around 60 to 70 million, and for me, I think it's possible. If Frank comes in with a big money bid, Leicester can't afford to turn it down, then it's up to Chilwell whether or not he wants to stay or talk to Chelsea, and hopefully he will. That's Ben Chilwell. Danny Olmo is a name that's been linked in the last 24 hours. The Dinamo Zagreb midfielder is Spanish international now. He's caught the eye of plenty of big clubs around Europe, and he's been described as a wonder kid. Now, he's got 8 goals, 7 assists so far this season from just 22 games, and they think that a fee is around £34 million for him. But he spoke about speculation, and he said this: it's very simple. I want a club where I'm going to play because I'm still young, and for me, it's most important that I've got minutes. So, a midfielder coming into the already strong midfield that we've got, and let's face it, none of our midfielders are looking likely to leave other than Ross Barkley if he wants to go. I predict this rating is the actual substance in this story and linking him with Chelsea as poor. I can't see it happening. Next up, Moussa Dembele, the 23-year-old striker from Olympique Lyonnais, the ex-Celtic striker. And it's been reported that Chelsea's offered 34 million, which has led to Lyon coming out and releasing a statement yesterday to say this: Olympique Lyonnais would like to reaffirm its wish, as in the summer of 2019, to keep Moussa Dembele. The club has full confidence in Moussa and counts in particular on him to build a successful team for the seasons to come. However, once again, the law of the Premier League, the best league in the world, the law of one of the top 6 clubs in the Premier League being Chelsea, will a £34 million bid, or even up to 40 million, interest Dembele? And will it then force his hand to ask for a move from Lyon? Chelsea reportedly have made the bid. Let's see what happens. But for me, I think it's possible. Wilfried Zaha, 27, the winger from Crystal Palace. As we all know, he's been linked heavily with Chelsea. And Roy Hodgson spoke yesterday saying he's not for sale. They want to keep Wilfried Zaha. No one's anxious to sell him, but we all know he wants to go. There's reports that Chelsea are willing to offer 80 million, which is staggering for a player who, let's face it, this season, Crystal Palace at Chelsea, Reece James had him in his pocket the whole game. So 80 million for me, I think, is a ridiculous figure. And Frank Lampard himself has come out yesterday to say that there's no interest. So for me, I think the link to Chelsea, no chance. Next up, Jadon Sancho, who's been a revelation since he's gone to Germany. The 19-year-old winger. It's been reported that he's fallen out of favour at Dortmund. Dortmund have had a rough period of time this season, and he's been made the scapegoat, or he feels like he has been reportedly. And it looks as though he's looking to leave. And as we know, Chelsea have made their interest known. It's believed that Dortmund won't let him leave the club unless there's a bid of between 100 and 127 million pounds. Is the link to Chelsea creditable? I think it is. Will anything happen? I can't see it happening this month, maybe next summer. Another player linked with Chelsea is Philippe Coutinho, and who's obviously on loan at Bayern Munich from Barcelona, where he couldn't cut it at the new camp and they've sent him out on loan. It's being reported that Barcelona will let him go for 85 million if Bayern Munich don't want to sign him on a permanent deal. Coutinho's proven himself in the Premier League. I'm sure Liverpool have got an option to buy him back. But a link to Chelsea, I can't really see it. Now here's one that excites me. Timo Werner, 23, striker from RB Leipzig. A reported fee of between 35-40 million. 23 goals in 24 games in all competitions this season. 19 and 37 last season. You can see the improvement, and he's caught the eye of the big guns in Europe. Chelsea want to do business. They're looking for a left back, they're looking for a centre forward. 40 million for a centre forward for Werner, even up to 50 million will be a great move, and I can see the actual link being really creditable and there being truth in the substance of the reports. For me, I think this one's got legs, and I think if Chelsea make a bid, Werner will want to talk to Chelsea, but there's reports Liverpool and Man United are also interested. Another player, Isco, 27, attacking midfielder at Real Madrid, who are now looking to offload him because he's not made a position in the team his own on a regular basis, and Real Madrid are prepared to cash in on him for around 44 million. Once again, is he an option we should be looking at, bearing in mind the players we've already got? He's 27, he's got a couple of seasons left in him. Do we want to pay £44 million for Isco to bring him in the number 10 role when we've already got Mason Mount, Pulisic for example? Willian goes into the season, maybe in the summer. We have to wait and see. But for me, I think the reports, I don't think the link's very creditable at the moment. A new name has appeared last 24 hours. Gabriel Barbosa, the 23-year-old striker who's currently at Inter Milan. Now, Barbosa had spent time on loan out at Flamengo in Brazil, scoring 34 goals with 11 assists from just 43 games, and made a real big contribution to the Copa Libertadores, which Flamengo won when they beat River Plate in the final. It's reported that a fee of around 40 million to try and sign him, but as we all know, Antonio Conte's in charge at Inter and he's just returned to Inter. Will Conte believe that he is someone that can give him an option or a foil up front with Romelu Lukaku, or will Inter look to let him go? I think if Chelsea make their interest known, and if there is credit or substance to these reports and a £40 million bid, maybe you could see him sign. But at the moment, I think Werner is the hot favourite. That leads me to the final player that's been linked, featured in the video yesterday. Fyodor Chalov, the CSKA striker who's 21. The reports state that he's willing to come to Chelsea and play second fiddle to Tammy Abraham. Now for me, with a fee of around 20 million. For me, I think every time you make a signing in your team or you bring a new player into the squad, they have to provide immediate competition for places. There's no point bringing players in that are going to settle to be backups, unless they're goalkeepers, but there's no point. There's absolutely no point, because Tammy Abraham, if this guy comes in as his backup for 20 million, Tammy knows the position's his. Doesn't provide real competition. That's why Werner, for me, or Dembele are the better deal. More rumours that have appeared this morning, as you can see. Chelsea and Tottenham in contact with Koulibaly agent over £100 million Napoli transfer. Napoli are struggling this season in 7th. Ancelotti was sacked as a result. There's some unrest with some players looking to leave, and Koulibaly is being linked again with a move for about the 3rd season running to the Premier League. 100 million for a centre-back, we've already got 4. The Daily Mail have come up with this particular article, the January key transfer battles. Europe's biggest club now signing a Timo Werner, Jadon Sancho or Wilfried Zaha could make their season. And it goes through the number of players that are already linked with moves. As we know, Haaland's already signed for Dortmund, which was a surprise. And they go through the actual players linked with Chelsea. For example, Timo Werner saying interested in Man United, Liverpool and Bayern Munich. Jadon Sancho, Man United, Real Madrid and Chelsea. Dayot Upamecano from RB Leipzig, the centre-half, linked with Arsenal, Tottenham and Chelsea. 21-year-old centre-back, who apparently has been on Arsenal's radar for a number of seasons. Wilfried Zaha, as we know, Chelsea, Arsenal, Everton interested. Nathan Ake, Man City and Chelsea. More on Ake now. Reported yesterday evening, Arsenal to battle rivals Chelsea in a race to sign £40 million Bournemouth star Nathan Ake, but Blues have got the first option, as we know. Think, Chelsea are being reported £150 million transfer kitty this summer. If you can get Chilwell for 60, Ake for 40 and then Werner for 40, 140 or even up to 150 million, 3 good signings in 3 good positions. So to some quotes now today from a couple of Chelsea players. Christian Pulisic first up, and he claims that the Chelsea squad will be ready for competition from any signings, which is great to hear. And again, that's important. You have to have competition for places with players coming into the squad. Pulisic said this: "It's normal, teams look to improve, and if players do come in, there is competition. That's how it goes. We're ready for that, and hopefully we'll have players that come in and want to help us." Just reiterating the point that I've made already. You must have players that come in and provide immediate competition for places. Otherwise, it's pointless. So to Cesar Azpilicueta, who insists Chelsea will make the top 4 this season if we can sort out our home form. Obviously, our form away from home has been great. Our home form, not so much. But Azpilicueta has been talking, and he said this: "We have it in our hands. We're in 4th position. If we do our job and we finish the top 4, it's up to us, and we all know we've had ups and downs. We have had an amazing run of games where we were winning. They were nice games, and then in the last few games we haven't found consistency and lost a lot of points, especially at home. That is something we're trying to improve on as quickly as possible, because to be at the top, we need to find consistency at home. Hopefully we'll get a win on Sunday against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup." That's it from me. It's Friday the 3rd of January. Let me know what you think about the rumours discussed in the video. What do you think? What's credible of the rumours that you're reading? And just give your opinion. Let me know in the comments section below or on the website. Also, while you're there, do me a favour. If you like it, and I need as many from you as possible, please smash the hell out of the like button for me. Then subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of these videos that come out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your interest. It goes without saying. It means the world. Please, as many likes as possible. If I can get over 100, it'd be amazing, and then we look to build from there. Have a cracking weekend. There'll be a video out tomorrow, lunchtime, from me, a proper preview of the Forest game. Thanks for watching. See you then.